right guys, so first we want to prep the skin. Here I am showing you the gloves that I use. I bought this at TJMAXX. I think I paid like $2.99 for it. I think it's one gloves that fits all. And what I'm doing next, I'm going in with this soap. It's very mild on the skin, very gentle on the skin. I wet the gloves with the soap and I lavender it all over my face. When I do go in with a mask, I like to use a brush. So I'm ahead of myself. I'm using the paper towel to blot my face. I always actually use a paper towel. I don't use a rag because I still feel like that's gross. So like I was mentioning about the mask, when I go in with a mask, I like to use the gloves. I paid $2.99 at TJMAXX for that mask, and I apply it with the gloves all over my face. I just want to mention this, guys. As I was recording, for some reason my recording had stopped. So I'm going to show you guys the products that I use behind each other. So right here, before you want to make sure your mask is dry, and before you go in rinsing it off, you really don't want to just go in and wash your face, because I feel like it causes more problems. It's best you put the soap in the palm of your hands, lavender it around, and then go ahead and rub it into your face. Now, what's important of prepping the skin? When you prep your skin, you guarantee a flawless, smooth foundation. I like to exfoliate, like I show you with the gloves, at least once per week or twice a month. And I like to shave my face at least once per month. If you want to see a video of how I shave my face, then guys, please comment that down below. And if I get 100 likes saying yes, I want to see how you shave your face, then yeah, I'll do so. So this is the part where I freeze that part just to mention that it wasn't recording. So I went in with the E.L.F toner and followed by the E.L.F SuperHydrating Moisturizer, and then this E.L.F balancing oil. I'm supposed to demonstrate, but I end up start spraying my face. And then I go in with the balm. Now let's get right into the main meal, the main course. Follow me. So here I am, face is well prepped, looking nice, looking somewhat glowy. I love it. It's good to prep your skin, guys. We're gonna want to go ahead and apply our primer. That's the second step, is applying your primer. What the primer does, it's like a barrier between your skin and the makeup that is applying to your skin. And if someone should ask me how much of a protection it is, that I really don't know. But just like using a sunscreen to protect your skin from the sun, it's the same concept. The less product goes directly to your skin, the less breakout of pimples or blemishes you may have. I apply my primer all over my face because I want that barrier between my skin and the other products that I'm adding to my face is protected. Some may say apply primer in the T-zone where oil may more likely produce. I say apply primer everywhere because, again, you're protecting the product from your skin from the products that you're applying to your face. There's many primers out there, but I like to focus on two types of primer: the hydrating and mattifying primer. I use hydrating primer when I'm using a mattifying foundation and in the winter season due to dryness, and I use the mattifying primer when I'm using hydrating foundation during the summer season due to heat and sweat. There are other primers like the silicone based one that I used earlier, which I think that was the LaGirl Pro HD primer. So next I'm going in to do the brows. God's children, if you're blessed with black brows, guys, it's okay to use a black pencil, pomade, or powder. It doesn't matter. It is not wrong to use a black product on your brows. I do so, especially if it looks good on you. Please don't let us makeup guru on here tell you guys otherwise. I recommend you do not go in heavy or darken it more than it is, because it will only look extremely obvious which is not cute. So I do not recommend you going very dark with it. If you want, I do have a video on how I do my brows, guys. You can more than check it out. I'll leave a link up in the description. I'll leave a link in the description, or I'll leave a link in the video. So I went in and I applied powder to the face because, you know, we prime the face and the residue from the primer is on the brow, so you want to get rid of that. And then I go in with a spoolie. For a beginner, you do want a spoolie that has both areas. And the flat part of that area, what it really does is actually, if you're going to use powder or a pomade, you can use that area. And then I go in with the pencil from Essence. And now I'm going in with foundation. So there's different type of foundation out there. You have skin tint moisturizer foundation, BB cream, and then you have foundation, which is more for heavier compared to the others I mentioned. When you apply any of these products to your face, you're actually giving your skin a flawless, smooth look. Heavier coverage, such as foundation, will more likely covers like dark spot, blemishes, pimples, scars, birthmark, etc. I actually bought, I know it's funny, but I'm using a shelf that I had gotten at a restaurant. I thought it was just huge enough and I could make a use of it, so that's what I'm using that for. But like I was mentioning about foundation, when you want a natural look, it's best you go in with a tint moisturizer or a BB cream. There's noise in the background, please forgive me for that. Or tinted moisturizer. I went in with my sprit. I had bought that sprit at TJMAXX for $5.99, and I had sprit my brush with that. And I just go in and blot the foundation into my face because I want it into my face. Next, we're going in with a concealer. I had placed that in my little shell. You see how useful that little shell is? Now, someone might ask, is concealer really necessary? Well, yes and no. Yes, if you want that brightness back in your face, which is mostly in the T-zone only. And no, if you're really not the type that like doing this part at all, it's okay, you can leave it out. Next, we are going into the pressed powder. This is step number 6. A lot of beginner videos do not mention necessarily how necessary it is to add pressed powder to the foundation once you lay your foundation on your face. Once you lay the foundation or BB cream or a tint moisturizer, it's always good to go in with a pressed powder and where the foundation is and the concealer applies. Now, I really recommend you use extremely light powder such as a Sephora Micro Smooth powder. There's many out there. For drugstore, I'd recommend the Maybelline pressed powder or Black Radiance pressed powder. Guys, if you are going to, I would not recommend you use a foundation for a pressed powder. It's best you use a pressed powder for a pressed powder. If you plan on doing that, please go in extremely lightly. All right, next with that same and I had used the Sculpt to do the pressed powder. So next we are going to bronze the face. Now because this is a beginner video, beginner friendly video, we are not going to talk about contouring as a beginner. It's best it's best not to do so because we don't want to frustrate each other, right? I don't want to frustrate you about that. You're going to be using bronzing powder. It's so much easier and better to use, and you want to use at least 2 to 3 shades darker than your skin tone or complexion. What this does, along with the concealing, it brings back the shape of your face. It is all these 2 steps, the concealer and the bronzing. These 2 steps is what bring back the shape back into your face and so forth. And I also want to mention before I get into step 7 is that you want to make sure that when you're applying bronzer, you put it on the perimeter of your face, never in the center. Concealer goes in the center, bronzing go around the perimeter of your face as I had shown. So next I went into the eyeshadow. I'm using the same bronzing palette. It's very useful for multiple stuff. And I went in with the darker shade to put on my eyelid. Again, we're just looking for something natural and beautiful. And then I went in with Sculpt just to kind of buff out the the brown from the on the eyeshadow. All right, so next we're going in with mascara, but first you want to curl your lashes, guys. Curl your lashes is really a good idea. I never really was a fond of it, but then I'm kind of start liking it. I need to start applying it more to my routine. And then once you what I like to do, I like to use this L'Oreal base mascara. It's a primer mascara kind of thing, and then I go in with the essence. What it does, it brings the lashes out. Oh my god, if you don't have any lashes, try this method and you will love it. Now I'm showing you this thing with E.L.F. Like, if for some of you who are scared to apply mascara in the bottom lashes because it's always messy, you can, the E.L.F. has that little product, that little tool that you can use. Apply your mascara as you see I'm doing here. Next, you want to mist the face, lock everything in the face. I'm going in with this E.L.F. This can be used as a mascara and also as a brow tamer. For those who don't like to use mascara and don't like the mess, you can use that as a substitute. Next, I'm going in with, for my blush. Now, is blush really necessary at all? No, it's really not. But once you get used to using blush, it's become an obsession. It's like you can't do without it. To be honest, I cannot tell you what color is best to use on your skin tone. It's all about preference. Some people say use orange gold for more dark tone, but you know what? You could use a blush and it just works perfect for your skin tone. Doesn't matter your complexion. I'm showing off on my bottle as you see earlier. Next, we're going to do highlight and lips. Yeah, you can highlight too as a beginner. So for a beginner, I recommend you only highlight under your brow, halfway the bridge of your nose, and a little on the cheek area. FYI, if you are not into blush but more into highlight, you can use that for on the apple of your cheeks instead of a blush. The lips you can apply a lip gloss that is with a little color, or a lip liner with a lip gloss with a nude or brownish pencil, then go in with a lip gloss. But right here, I'm just using a bunch of nude stuff. You see, I went in with a pencil and then a nude lipstick right here from Moa. And then I went in with my Milani lip gloss. I love these lip gloss that Milani had. And now we want to set the face. So we're going in with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Coconut Mist. You want to spray that all over your face and get it dry down. Once everything is done, you should set the face with a setting spray. So this is the finished look. Love it, guys, love it. I hope this video helped everyone who is having trouble wearing makeup, or someone who do not see their face looking cakey with makeup, but instead it looks light and airy. Even so, there is no rules in makeup. You can keep doing what you do best and what you feel okay with. No pressure here. Please go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. Share this video with all your friends and family. No struggle here. Apply makeup. Comment down below what you want, what's your interest next, and I will go ahead and try and do a video. Right, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And you guys have a blessed day. Love y'all. Bye.